We're out of executive session at 6:20. All right, we have an in-place Human Resources Committee meeting. Chairman Darcy?
Thank you. Sue, will you please call the roll?
Chairman Darcy.
Here.
Braille. Here. Atkins.
Here.
Rath.
Here.
Harris.
Here.
Minnick.
Here.
Mennel.
Here.
Mingus.
Here.
Rich Stimson. Here. Shortino.
Here.
Sin. Four.
Thank you. Can I please get a motion to get HR 21-10, recommend to approve the insurance premium structure for fiscal year 2022 up for discussion? Martino and Rich Simpson. Okay, so first just want to say Wendy has worked, she got these premiums very late in the game here this week and has plowed through, got them done, and has what looks like a good result for us, but I'm gonna let her explain more about it.
Okay, so in your packet you will see the insurance premiums for this year. What this equates to is a 1.4% increase, which we haven't had an increase this small in years. I think maybe one year I had a 2% that I brought to you guys, but we've had some bigger, some 9s, some 6.9s. Another item to note is I've discussed this with you in the past, that sometimes they look at the experience and they will, what they call as a laser, so they will specify somebody who has like a major health issue and they will say, okay, everybody else you pay the first $125,000 on the claim, but this employee you're going to pay $325,000, and that has to come directly out of our fund balance. And that is something we have to account for. This year we didn't have that, and I did ask why, just trying to understand a little bit of why, and they said that our major claims have really, we've been able to keep those down, which is huge for us because this is all driven by our, by our claims. So that is very, very good news. So that will be something nice to pass on to employees, that it won't be some huge increase, that because we split these with the employees in Tazewell County and they're all separated out, so each of these is kind of different. The unions negotiate what their share of any increases are, so that's why you will see something different for every union group that we are with. And the other item that we did note in this resolution is, if you don't remember, but we changed things a little bit more this year with our health fair, and so they're required, if they want to receive this $300 this year, participation, it's trying to get people focused on their health, right? So the first 200 is just going to the health fair, getting your blood work, and then doing, if you have to do any coaching, meaning they'll look at your blood work, and if you have certain health issues, they're going to kind of spell those out, and they will say, okay, you need to attend this many calls with a coach, kind of to keep people on track, making sure that they are taking care of their health, because that is going to help us drive down our claim cost. Because if we have somebody who is out there and we can catch it before they hit an ER, we're at a much better place than if they end up in the ER and we have some huge claim. So that is the first part. The second part was the points participation, so we'll be doing that this year. So I just wanted it kind of, you guys have already approved that we do that, but I wanted it reflected in this resolution because a lot of employees pull this and look at it, and I just want to kind of keep that fresh in their mind. Outside of that, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Any questions about this? Oh, Mike?
What is the basis to determine these costs? Is it an insurance premium, or I don't know for sure how you come up with the cost per employee?
Well, so they give us a renewal amount, right? So they send us, here's
That's
what
our
the renewal
existing
is.
health insurance company?
Yes, that we have. So we're with IPMG, and they reach out to a couple of vendors that are their carriers, like that will do the reinsurance. So basically, it's anything above that 125,000, they kick in. It's like we do on the other insurance as well. And so they give us kind of all of the rates for that. From there, I figure out what the percentage increase was, and then I have to back in and work. It's a very complex, complicated thing in terms of I have to figure out your premiums, but I also have to review the fund balance and make sure we're covered there, which we are. I did the high level budget part. I'll have to get into the details, but that's how it is. Then from there, each union has negotiated what their share of any increase is. And so that's what you're seeing here in front of you. So like for, what I would say is just employee health, just if it was just me being covered, it was a $15 increase this year, right? So from there, we split that out according to whatever those collective bargaining agreements say.
Any other questions? Okay, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. We are in recess.
Thank you. Okay, and one more in-place meeting, we have an in-place risk management committee meeting. Sue, if you could call the roll, please.
Chairman Zimmerman.
Here.
Harris.
Here.
Atkins.
Here.
Bonnet. Here. Darcy. Here. Rapp.
Here.
Dimick.
Here.
Josti.
Here.
Longfellow.
Here.
Mennel.
Here.
Frail. Here. Sin. Auditor Grimm. State's Attorney Representative.
President.
Treasurer Burris. We have a quorum.
All right, thanks, Sue. What I'm gonna first ask is that, I get a motion to go into executive session citing the risk management portion, because we will be discussing specific cases. Motion by Darcy, second by Frail to go into executive session. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Sorry to send you out, good folks.